We're going live already. So let's try this, huh? We're gonna go live for 1 to 2 hours, although it may be more than that. Let me check to see that it's actually live, because sometimes it likes to lie to me. Nope, there I am. All right. We may get a kitty visit, but I don't know for sure. She's on her other tree. But what we are doing today is I'd like to go through big houses I haven't gone to. I'm starting on EU because it's just those houses are just so much older. Not because I don't love them or anything. Love you guys on NA. But no PvP here. I did, in fact, get my PvP stuff done. But that's it. Allow me to show you today's tweets from me. If you don't follow my Twitter, you really should, because it's I actually started doing cute things on it. And posting cute pictures or funny pictures or whatnot. And then this one is my how did this even happen post. And it's just a dude whose leggies are sticking up. Leggies! Let me change that back. Although that is a really pretty background. Okay, so I normally would wait for someone that I know usually sees my stream very often, but I think since it's time to just cut all rules and start actually visiting these places no matter what, how old. This is Winter Cyber Queen, a friend of ours. Hey, Miss Stormy.
Happy
1 year.
Laughing
Wow,
face.
look at that. Thank you so much. I have to pay my taxes on this stuff. I make so little, and yet I have to pay taxes on it. It's pretty funny. Because I don't reach the threshold. So this is Cyber Queen, who's Potato. Winter and Windhelm. Isn't there always winter? From traditional Grymhearths. And hello, Laura Mori. Welcome. Cute. What is that? Is that a piece of toast? What is being cute and saying hello? Okay, so she built a diorama. But look at the little handle. Oh my god, Cyber Queen. It's like you could just click it and walk through and say hi to the deer. Oh, I love this scene. Oh, it's so cozy. I'm sorry, I started off with a raving at this stuff, but it's so cute. I need to build something like this. My next house should be a diorama house, because I really dig them. I think they're cool. This looks cozy too. Cyber Queen makes really good stuff, and it's nice to see how much she improves with every house, and she started off good. Oh, right, this is Grymhearth. Whoa, I probably have... Oh, she locked the rest of the house. This may be it. Cyber, if I missed anything, let me know, but this seems like enough to me. It's only 167 items, so she probably just did this room. Looks great. Next one would be Tom, who's another potato I've been putting off because I didn't want to go... Wow, I lost it there for a moment without them there, but exorcised. Old ruined tour in the middle of a dark grove. Rest a time in here before heading to your next adventure. Inspired by Markarth Shrine from Dark Souls 1 and Amansul from The Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry I won't be able to recognize those, but at very least I will care. At very least I will care. If you like it, then you should have put a cat on it, as I always say. So it's Friday. It's Friday. A happy day. All right. I need to start a new character. I was gonna start a new character on an EU and actually play through a little bit. I was thinking about it. I should, I've never done a Breton, so I was thinking about doing a Breton. Look at this dead person. This is exorcised. Now, Uncle Tom may have heard me say, oh, I love the ruins. As I often do say it. I love when people build up in this house, because this house can go up stupid tall. This is creepy as hell. I mean, I guess that's the point, but creepy. Imagine living here on an angle like this. I would go nuts. I mean, it's great. It's obviously the intention. It's not like they did it by accident, but it would creep me out. Really great view. This is neat. It's neat. Very different, Uncle Tom. I've rarely seen anything that looks even close to this. And I've seen a lot of ruined places, because some guilds even do that as a theme. But yours is really stands apart, and I like it. Really well done. Looks natural. Looks real. There's a lot of overgrowth, but not like in your face. Also, that looks... I would have thought that was a real waterfall. Alright. Palpitus. Forsaken. I have no guarantee that this is good. It has enough armor. Whatever. Enough armor. Listen to me. Enough slots and whatnot. Hello. Make sure you hit it, exclamation mark potato if you want to enter for 100,000 gold. A keep that houses a band of orcs pledged to Hercene and ready to take Cyrodiil. Thanks. Yes, you too as well. Today, Fridays are pizza day, which are great. So, I'm feeling good about that. Last night, hey Ariel, I was in bed, getting ready to go to sleep, and this happened. That is my girl. That's Cammy, Queen Chimera, and she's got her arms around my neck. She's literally just cheek to cheek with her arms around me. I had to take a picture. I've never had a cat be like that, and she stayed like that. That wasn't like a quick little thing. That was how she stayed. I thought that was kind of wild. All right, we're in Palpitus's Forsaken. And do I have any? No, I don't. I need to deconstruct a lot of this stuff. I don't really do it. Oh, look, they made a little... Okay, so a lot of people don't know you can build up and go into that tower. You don't have to... I mean, it doesn't have a walkway up. You have to build up to it. But it does have this nice little platform if this is where you want to build. And it also gives a good view of the house if you have like something over there, you know. It's really cool. Yeah, she's a cutie. Very needy. Just a super needy cat. Hercine's around. And needs a person. Does not like my husband, but that was because my husband gave her medicine. And she didn't want that. Oh, look, it's a graveyard done with the pots. And they have a broken one. Oh, that is so smart, Palpitus. Very accurate. Excellent job. Excellent. Wait, is potato not working? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord! I forgot to open it. Sorry. Now do it. Oh boy, I feel stupid. Look at the shelving. Shelving is perfect. Not all one level. It's all broken up. Takes up more of the wall, which is lovely. You know, I mean, this is all just my opinion. You can ignore me completely. I think I think it's good though. There, thank you. Sorry about that. I forgot to start it. I thought it was broken again. But no, oh, for those of you who might, and this is probably very few of you, but for those of you who stream and use Streamlabs, there's a way to clear your cache of your auths and everything else, and it doesn't delete your settings. So like that potato contest, I didn't have to set up it again. I just had to clear the cache, relog in, and all was well. For some reason it saved all of the old stuff that was broken. So here we go. And it's gonna happen fairly often because Streamlabs changes their API fairly often, and then they don't change it in the program. You have to do it manually. So there's definitely orcs living here, and there's definitely a lot of them because there are so many. There were graves in the back. There were tons of people, seats for people. They have a lot of storage for food. I must have missed it upstairs. There it is. Oh, I like how they did that. Along the stairway. That looks good. All right, what's up here? Uh-oh. Another 4 Argonian. And probably a Khajiit. Here's the doggo. I'm assuming they're out doing PvP. And here's all the bedrooms. Nicely done, Pelpetus. Good job. All right, these we'll hold off on. And then we go to, for a Hall Lunar Champion, the oldest one. I don't know why it's set up like this. It's just not making sense. All right. We'll go. All right, we were gonna do big houses, so let's do it. Blower Brutus, Nature and Outdoors, Bralisavea. And these are ones I've checked, which generally are the ones that I want to be working on, or just ones that I've checked. Oh, okay. I'll switch filters. Hold on. Hold on. One more day. Things will go away. Things will go. Hold on for one more day. I'm not going to be silly. Yeah, well, I guess it's kind of silly. But I'm feeling down today, so I need a little pick-me-up of not looking bad. All right. Blower Brutus. Now, I don't remember visiting this. I must have, otherwise I wouldn't have favorited it. Yes, I speak. All right, so not sure. Hello, welcome. Happy Friday to you as well. Ooh, I like those mushrooms on the wall. Those look good. Today we're going to focus on some of my least favorite things. Big, huge, enormous houses where you don't know where things are. Because I tend to miss things, and then I have to feel like an idiot and have to come back and apologize horribly to the person that I am an oblivious streamer who doesn't know what she's doing. Little garden. Very cute. Oh no! Our first sign that something is wrong. I'm still really tired. I had to take my every 2-week RA injection yesterday, so it knocks me out, so that I just can't do anything. Look at what they did with the. They kind of made a pool with the center of this Ayleid well. And it's the next day, but yet it still tends to make me tired. But yeah, must be Blower Brutus. Oh no, there's a multitude of deads. You're all dead. It is a lovely glow garden. And a very tall tree in the center. Yeah, I think we're up to our third skelly now. Very sad. In this house. I mean, we had previously had skellies. Previously on Stabbies, we have dead people. Dead people got. So yeah, I did do some PvP this morning. It was horrible. I died. Oh, okay. No, I'm trying to work on, look at this ruin. How nice. Catching up a little bit because I have this terrible habit of avoidance. Avoiding all of the, I've been avoiding these big houses, but I've got to do them. And EU hasn't had I am so far behind on EU. I don't know what happened. When it happened. I guess when I was sick, I must have missed a lot. And I have to preview things now to make sure they have items so I don't waste our time. But I think I got it all. I think they closed off the upstairs. So I think that's it, yeah. Nice job, Lauer. Beautiful gardening. All right, then Nywin's not here yet. We'll give her a chance. Shep of Ships, or Observatory Prior. By the word, I won the gears. We're gonna do these bins. My health, it's funny. My husband and I have been talking about it yesterday. He was like, it hit me that I just turned 50 and, you know, who knows how many years I have left, and how is it that I want to spend the rest of my life? Do I want to spend the rest of my life doing this job or doing this or that? And I'm like, yep, been there. But, ooh, not because I was turning 50, but because I was dying. When I had cancer, I asked myself that stuff a lot. Ooh, look at the little tribute area. That's beautiful. Nice. And since I obviously made it, but I love when people actually use these the right way and make little seating areas. They also cobbled art, because that's a bust as well as Dwemer art. Anyway, so when I was sick with cancer is when I made all of these decisions about quitting my job, moving to Wisconsin, finalizing my divorce. Look at that! They've got it so that it looks like the cabinets are slid open. Isn't that wild? Oh, that's really well done. You got this little guy helping. And this guy's cooking. And what is this? The coffee maker? I love it. Beautiful kitchen. Here's the refrigerator. Machinery. Lovely. Great job on that. It's really quite a pretty house. Anyway, so back when this was all going on, I made that decision. It's like, I'm gonna finish my divorce, gonna move to Wisconsin, gonna see how things go with the one who got away. Try to find a new career. Which didn't work out so well. But that's because I got sicker. Gorge. They even made a pretty little fabricant garden, you see? They really used all of the proper things too. They've really used all of the brass trees and all of the Dwemer stuff, and it blends together quite nicely. Even though they do have some things that are not strictly Dwemer or clockwork, they've incorporated it really well. It's very, it's cool when people can do that. This must be the workshop. I was gonna write a book too. That didn't work out. What I discovered is I like researching a hell of a lot more than I like writing. I wonder what all of these, if these switches work, but I don't know. I'd have to test. Pretty bathroom. Look at that. The blessed dais of Almalexia is now a bathtub caddy. I like that. Oh, sorry, I hope I don't squeal. Here's a very fancy toilet. This is lovely. Very good job. Not kidding. It's actually one of the best Dwemer houses I've ever seen. Look at that right behind the walls. That looks so good. Alright, we'll try a switch and make sure I'm not an idiot. No, nothing happening. Good. Okay, good job, Shep. Alright. Next, the oldest is Inked Raven, Miri's Cottage, Gornair. Meow. I'm a little low-key today, so I apologize. Today I'm gonna try to do as much as I can in catching up. Door in here. Alright, so we've got a pathway going through. These are actually hard to find, these rough torch wall. I don't know if they're sold in the Crown store, but finding natural ones on the cellar, not easy. So if you see one, snap it up. You might make some money off of it, or you might want to hold on to it for when you're going to use it. Modern fireplace, and then we've got my boy Arox.
What do you wish of me, mortal? What favor?
He's so cute. In a very tough way. And then we've got a glass wall, sort of a diorama in the background of the nature outside. This is a very lovely place. There was Miri. There goes Miri Cottontail, up and down the something trail. Then we have kitchen, stove, sink with dishes. You guys get, oh, are so good. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me a little bit of where I went for my honeymoon in St. Lucia. Like half the cabin was just open because they can do that. You know? It's wild. And we didn't get stung by a single mosquito. So it's like they have all of the amazing weather and none of the annoying bugs. It's not fair. They get a frog. Lovely. Very modern, beautiful. I like it a lot. All right. Older Shamisa N. Guildhall, Gargantua Pass, erstwhile. Apparently, today is Tamriel Holmes's 5th birthday. Congrats to them. Bunch of talented people. Good people. Well, then again, they're housing people. All housing people are good people. Period. At least in my experience. Even the ones that I might not get along with are good people. All right, erstwhile. This is a guild house, however, I believe it is not your typical guild house. Okay, look at this. Look at that. The sign being kind of broken and pointing, and then you've got a crab eating a dead person with a, they've got a map next to them. I wonder if this is a guild, RP guild, doing a house for an event. I've seen them do that. It's pretty cool. I really do want to try RP because I'm so fucking bad at imagination anymore. it's a cliff strider. Eek. You don't eat me. Don't eat me. Oh. All right. This must be an RP house. There's so much up here. Like through here. This is all well done. Anyway. Hello. Wait, is that the way I came up? No. I think so. I have got almost a full. My husband rules. So happy I came to Wisconsin. That was the right choice for me. Murkmire stuff is very nice with carved stone. I know I'm gonna miss stuff in this house. There's too much detail for me to not. Oh my god, it's so complicated. I think we have 3 or 4 levels just on this outside portion. Here must be the bazaar. Diving board? I don't know, I think you'd hit some rocks. Not a safe diving board. I do eventually want to finish writing books, though. I have all the research done, I just need to write it. Alright, that's downstairs. I think we came from upstairs. It's hard to tell where I'm going. Broken. Very nicely done. Maybe if you like try to cheat people, you have to walk the plank. That would be a possibility. I like the broken bridge. That's kind of awesome. Alright. Let's see if we can figure out where to go next. What's directly below us? That's the shop. Actually, okay. I don't think I'll die here. Plop. Almost, but didn't. Anyway, I did get my tickets today from IC. The way that Nova was telling me, the way that I think you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to, if you're not a PvPer, is do something from the arena platform, is do the quest from there, which requires picking off mobs from up above. I don't know how you're supposed to do it, but I did the first half up there and then I jumped down because I couldn't get enough people. But I did finish it, which is better than yesterday. Nothing down there but the, okay. So dock. What's over here? Is this where people bathe? You know what this one reminds me of? Is that one, the one spot in Skyrim where the ship is stuck. They have 2 ships in there, one's sunken and one's not, and they can't get the ship out of where they are. And you're in there and they're like pirates and shit, and they're like, how long are we gonna be here? Blah, 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 blah. Or actually multiple ships, I think. Oh, ship. Alright, I think we've seen it all, which kind of amazing. My husband's pretty cool about the things I need and want to do. He understands. I see something back here. Let's see if we can get to it. Then again, he's pretty cool about all of it. He's just like, whatever. Do whatever you like. Then again, you know, we're both very introverted, quiet people who would probably spend most of our time on our phones or on the internet or whatnot. No matter what. It's just how we are. Alright, alright, alright. I think I'm done now. Hey, Taryn. Alright. The next one would be... These aren't big houses. Should I do them too? No. Let's hold off on that. Tell Galen, Mitrick. Another big one. Hippity hoppity. Okay. We got people walking around. How are you all doing? I guess you can tell I'm in kind of an introspective mood today, but I'm curious how you all are. Cyrodiil quests are fairly easy. I just still think that Icy is one of the worst designed places I've ever seen. And the thing is that the original Icy, like the one in Morrowind? Yeah, Morrowind. No, Oblivion. Either one, I can't remember. Was very confusing as fuck too. You know, like it was hard to find your way around even in that city, and that city was, you know, not destroyed. The double or triple, what are they called? Ladders are very confusing. The fact that you can go get sent on a quest and you can go to the next room and go up that ladder to the second floor, or continue down and you can be on the ground floor and you can't switch between them. Like you can't go between them once you get out. You know, doing nothing is doing something. Sometimes you just need to fucking relax. Life isn't about achieving all the time. Sometimes you need to unwind. This is something I have learned with age, though. He's probably older than me, but maybe almost dying kind of helps. So we've got a bedroom. I think they started with the furnished version because there's a lot of Crown Telvanni furnishings in here. There's 700 out of 700. And then I think they just added cool stuff that fit their storyline. Oh, this must be the inn. I mean, my husband likes to do projects too, but he has this terrible habit of starting them at 11 o'clock at night when I am starting to wind down and go to bed. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Do you really need to start hammering at 11 at night? What is wrong with you? You had all day. So I'm assuming that Miri and Bastian live here? Maybe this is their houses with this person? I don't know. Wait, weren't we just here, or did they design it exact? I think I went the wrong way. Whatever. That's yeah, I did, because that's the main house. Here's the office. And what's this one? And we've got another bedroom for someone who may be a tailor. My husband, I don't often join him on his projects for a couple of reasons. Oh, the dutiful Guar. One is that I am disabled, and sometimes some of these things I can't or don't want to do. I think I've seen them all. Let's go up. because of the pain or my limitations. But another reason is my husband is a perfectionist. He has to do things the right way. And sometimes you cannot divine what would be the right way. Look at using these as fences. I've seen that before and I love it. Also, the fact that you did use fences to hold back the plants is also gives this room more definition. I like it. And it's okay because early on I said to him, well, if you're going to be that way, then you need to, let's go to Knurr'kha's Home Sweet Home, Art Deco, Sweetwater. If you're going to be that way, if you're going to be like really anal about how I do things, on things that don't really matter, you know, whether or not you put the spoons up or down in the dishwasher makes no difference. But if you're going to be anal about it, then it's your job. You've just picked doing that for yourself. That is your job going forward. And unfortunately, he's like that about everything. So a lot of things have become his job, but he's okay with it. So as long as he's okay with it. This is Knurr'kha's Sweetwaters with, it looks like a guild house maybe. There's certainly a lot of, you know, storage and tables and dummies and whatnot. I like the red. That's neat. Oh, they closed off part of the house. Not a bad move. This house is enormous. Am I live? I feel like I might not be alive because you guys are so quiet. Did I kill you? Has there been death? Thanks for the follow, symbolizes doctors. Let's go blonde. Okay. Yes, my husband is the way, same way. There's only way, his way. Yeah, yes. Essentially, my sister-in-law on my husband's side, she's just a baby mama, she's not a sister-in-law though. She and her boyfriend, my brother-in-law, broke up over the fact that she used to follow him around and clean up behind him after he'd gone through like, oh, it's not good enough. They ended up breaking up. So I see why that's an X. That would annoy me too. I'd be just like, huh? You're doing it yourself then. And I do help cook. Help because my husband does not allow me to use knives by myself with my arthritis. He gets really picky about it. Oh, okay, we closed this off too. Let's go out back. And understandably so, right? Yeah, I could really hurt myself with my problems. And then I used to do the laundry all the time, but then it's downstairs now and it's a pain in the ass. Anyway, he works down there. So he's like, it makes no sense for you to come down the flight of stairs and deal with all the problems down here when I'm down here anyway. I can just pop it in. And I was like, God, it's hard to fight that logic. This is beautiful enough, as usual. But I do feel bad. So I clear the dishes. I do what I can. But, you know, it kind of makes me mad because I told him early on, I'm like, let me pay for a maid to come in.
This one still had
Oh,
this
God.
Oh, what adventures we would have, dear friend.
I told my husband, I was like, I'm happy to pay for a maid. I have a job. I do. It's not much of one, but I have one. And I'd be happy to put my money on that. There's something up there. I don't know if I'll be able to get up there, but some sort of purple. Let's go up. But he wouldn't let me. He does not feel comfortable with it. So he ends up taking a whole lot of extra work on. And I don't like that. But it's his choice. Like, look. I am limited. It's not a shame to get, you know, you shouldn't be ashamed to give people a job. But it's his own choice, I guess. What can I say? Alright, what's out here? But I still have guilt, because that's how I roll. Alright, why can't I jump through here? I don't know where Knurr'kha wants me to go, is the problem. Oh, look at that! That's cool! They have a different one for each craft. So you've got, you know, your little cooking module, enchanting modules. That's really cool. Alchemy, cloth. I like the hanging laundry up there. Wood. Metal. Nice little forge. If my husband ever followed me around pointing out what I did wrong, his life would be on the line. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. That ain't right, man. A little treasure one at the end. I wouldn't stand for that. It's like, really? You're gonna nitpick? Do it your damn self. That would annoy me. He's also one of those people who thinks he's right about everything. And sometimes he's not. And when that happens, oh, it chaps his hide. Makes me laugh. He gets so mad when I'm right and he's wrong. We don't really fight, but you know, he is a very smart man, and he usually is right about things. But nobody's perfect. Beautiful. This is, I think, my favorite part of the house now. I think you should make it easier for people to get up here, if you can. Put some sort of walkway between there and that. Oh, I guess that wouldn't help. Well, I like it. Ariel, you're on. Let's go to your sweet sugar bowl inn. This is Ash Vini's room when she is in Rimmon. Ash is a Bosmer trader who is branching out to elsewhere at the moment. I said I was going to just do big houses, but she's on. And I still, you know, I make it sound like we don't get along. We get along great. It's just we have our own rules about who does what and how do we do it and all that. So, oh, this is a reskin. Very nice. So this is a merchant who's expanding. And look at the Daedric rock. Huh. That is cool. You have 2 pocket mammoths. And then this looks like almost like a fireplace. Yep. Hi, Runil. One thing. This is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's perfect. I love the division. I love the reskin. It's gorgeous. If you wanted to, you could switch out the lights for blue lights, and it would pick up all these little blue bits. But then the room would be blue. I don't know. That's the way you're going with it. But I just wanted to say I love it, and it's cool. It's cool. I enjoy it. Strident Lady Jupiter. Dark Lady Jupiter, not Strident. Strident Springs. Cute as a button, though. Very good. The boundaries on this house or Sweetwater? Hey, C-Code, we'll do another one of your homes. We're on EU. I thought... Okay, so when I was speaking, Ariel, I was like, should I recommend it? Because it would change the feel. And so I'm glad you're saying that, because it really does... I think it would make it cold. I think you're right. So the warm look is lovely. I guess I just wanted to point out that you could do that if you wanted to. But it's clear you already knew that. But maybe other people didn't, so that's good. Oh, wow. I've been seeing more and more of these people have bought the stewards. I'm surprised by that. I didn't expect them to be popular at all. Because we all already, you know, if you wanted it, you pretty much already have a banker and a merchant. Right? Crafting area. And most people either got the kitties or the crows or both. Between the kitties, crows, and robots, there's no question which one I pick. My husband is, I know I'm talking about him a lot today. He is so bothered by the fact that we have a robot area in the game, and I'm like, it's clockwork, it's brass or whatever, and it's handmade, it's just like old brass toys, and he's just like, this is all built, by the way, this is not here, there is like a dock here, but it doesn't look like this. And I try to explain it to him, but I understand his feels on it. It's very modern. This is the only effect in the game, in the house. It's a kind of glyph from DDA. DDA, EHT. Sorry, brain fart. Okay. Actually, what is today? Today is the 18th. Okay. I needed to know something. Look at these fences. Okay, pretty fences. Very Eleanor, pretty fences. Got a bun. Bun. You know, aside from the high energy, I actually am really like this in real life. I actually do. When I look in my yard and I see rabbits, I go, bun, because I'm 12 or less. I am like this. I really do. I really am, rather. Giant dork. Alright, what else can I be? I'll be pink hair. There must be light bleed from somewhere. I hate light bleed. It is my mortal enemy. I do know a trick for it, but I don't know if you want to bother with that. Because it's not really a real trick, but I could show it to you. Real trick, I mean, it's an EHT thing. Light bleed again. Where are you bleeding from? Look at all the pillows. That looks really good. Oh, well, I mean, because I know you, because we're friends, I can say something like that might be taken the wrong way by someone else. It's not criticism at all. All it is just, you could try this if you'd like. Ow. All right. So the trick for light bleed. Let me see if I have a house with stuff in it. It's really quick. It won't be a problem. Okay. Hopefully. Oh, I do. Good. Great. Excellent. All right. So here's a lamp. Say this lamp has light bleed, right? You have like one of those giant hag's cauldrons that bleeds through everything and doesn't turn off. You know, you could see it throughout the rest of the house. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fix that problem. So what you do is you go into actions if you're gonna use EHT. You're gonna wanna say turn item off when out of range. And so we clicked that. Now we're gonna do place. So placed. There. Turn item off when out of range, okay? Let's work on that one. Here's the range. You can go bigger, you can go smaller. That's how you work that. What we're gonna do is choose the item. That guy, the Solitude Shandy. And then that one should turn off when I'm out of range. So we're done. That's how you stop light bleed. If the light only turns on when the person is close enough to it. Oh, I forgot to do the opposite. Light turns on. Turn item on. Wait, not delete. I can't see. Turn item on when in range. Choose item. You. Okay, same thing. You've chosen the item. Now you have on and off, depending on range. So over here, it's off. You get close enough, it turns back on. So this is the way that you deal with light bleed. This actually was something that I came up with Cardi back in the day because I had a Slytherin room and Slytherin needed green light. So I would have that green hag's bowl on and it would, the thing was so damn bright that it would bleed through the walls and the rest of the house looked green. But if you have it off until they come and stand in the doorway, and then it turns itself on, well, that's all good, right? Then you don't have the light bleed problem. I just wanted to show you that. Okay. Neb's Stone Eagle. Luxury apartment with sauna, bar, and 3 flats. One belongs to Castle Cardea, the administrator of Markarth. One is rented by a Talvani Dwemer scholar, and one is reserved for adventurers. I won't remember any of that. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. Memory of a dead gnat. Okay. Neb! Oh, wow. How tropical. And what an interesting way to reshape the front room. They've cut off that weird and uncomfortable side piece. I have to agree with this. This part here, because it doesn't lead to anything, this pathway annoys me. It's unbalanced. But by cutting it off, turning it into a garden, to not completely cut it off so you have a little space, this is genius. I would actually do this if I were decorating my house for that right now. Likely this house is going to become a ship, but for the moment, I haven't decorated it yet. Oh, wow! Look at that roof! So it's the Wilder King bowls. And Daedric rock. And then just limestone. What a clever idea. Oh wow, they used the vampire ball things as balls on the tree. That looks good. I never thought of that. They look right. Okay, that's clever. What's back here? Nothing. All right, out this way. I should go the other way first, honestly. Changuita, oh how I love you, Changuita. Yeah, it's neat. Anyway, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, I'm in love with this. I never thought to do this, and I love it. It's cool. And the painting behind it is pretty smart, too. It's too bad you don't have more of them if you could just line them up. Damn. Good job. And then over here, they closed out the normal entrance. This lets you go in and out. This is a kotatsu again. Very nice. Oh, and look at the doorway. I totally missed that the doorway matches. Goodness. I totally want to steal that idea now. Whoop. Arrow. Oh! Okay. One EHT effect in the entire house. This is it. I love it. Thank you, Neb. I used to do that with J Hart. I used to have arrows when he was particularly bad at finding things in my house. It was super helpful. All right, let's see. What will I look like? I can look like a goat. That's a good question. I don't think so, because I don't think you can select them. I don't think they're selectable as an item to turn on and off when you're working with items, right? I don't think you can select them if you're in F5. So you probably can't. Ooh, nice little song. Oh, look, they closed this whole part in so you can't fall horribly to your death. Bummer. You could make things go away, like put something around it, like metal or something, I don't know, and then have it pick up or disappear or whatever. That would happen. I don't know. All right, I'm going against the rules, folks. Wow, look at these windows. It's neat. I like this house now. Although it wouldn't block the fire, so I just don't know. I'm not sure. It's too bad you can't. Well, you know, sorry. You can go up either way. Oh, noes. Look at that. Nice benches. All right, he's killing me. There's 80 bajillion rooms in this house to begin with. They've added more. This is the Imperial Shrine of the Bay. Upside down, it makes a fantastic floor. Bathroom. Husband's back. He has re-arrived. And I think this is the last bedroom. We have another way to go, though. Gosh, you people, you're so talented. We're up pretty high, too. Science! Science! I don't know why, but I expected this to be a ship. I expected that Neb would have a ship, but he does not. Oh, that view is something. Beautiful. I know. They somehow made it look bigger. Morab. Stillwaters. Fantasy and magic. Sleepy Karens. Alright. There we go. This is Stillwaters. Somebody clearly did not like the Dwemer Ruin portion of it. Or they did, just not the way it was executed. I'm not sure. Oh, wow. Alright, we got EHT world. Just one effect, and that's the sky. We've got a night garden, I think, is what they were going for. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put on night mode and enjoy it the way they probably wanted us to enjoy it. Ooh. I like that. They cover up everything else so that the water moving that just happens naturally looks normal. Maybe it's too dark. I'll turn it off. So they got rid of the cave. Basically, the cave, the Dwemer cave is not there. This is all just gardening. Huh. Interesting choice of materials. And they added more water on top of the ice. That's crazy. Good, but crazy. What is this? It's a creche. We're the three kings. Unless the animals are the three kings. Or maybe it's not Jesus. Maybe it's just a mother, father, and baby. I'm reading too much into it, I think. It is cute. Little sneaky cute. Oh crap. C-Code, are you still on? I'll prioritize you if you're still on. I don't know why I spaced on that, and I'm really sorry. Can you go into this castle? No, the castle's just for looks. It's got some good looks, though. Look at that. Okay, cool. We'll go to your house next, one of yours. I think we have ones that we owe you. So we will go to a C-Code next. Huh. And then over here, a little dwarven. I wouldn't have expected anything dwarven in this house after they closed the front portion off. But oh, it's like a hot spring. Cool. All right, let's find a C-Code. Oh wait, I have one right there. Horror Macabre, Dark Brotherhood Home, a lost dark Brotherhood sanctuary found beneath a Argonian village. Hey, Masha. Masha, Masha, Masha. I'm a goat. I'll change out of goatness. Now I'm an evil swan. Alright. C-Code. Stay moist. Uh-oh. Wait, huh? This can't be. What am I doing wrong? Am I supposed to be able to open it? Or did you close it off on purpose? Am I stupid? What did I do wrong? Do I have to go up here? I don't understand. Number 5. I can't. How? Do I have permissions? Wait. Got it. Jeez. Honestly, I don't think I would have figured that out, to tell you the truth. That there was that crack. If you hadn't told me. But then again, I'm stupid, so maybe most people could have. So we'll start in the middle. We got my man Aarox. I know, right?
My apologies, mortal. I was lost in a blend.
He's awesome. Dark, we've got Black Reach, not Black Reach. I can't even speak today. All the new furnishings, let's put it that way. Mixed with vampire. Vampire. What's in here? What's in here? What's all this then? Bedrooms. For... Actually, this looks like it could have come right out of the sanctuary. Right? And then this way is for... Oh, torture. Hi, dude. Yeah. Miri's next. She doesn't look very scared. You could path her, have her running around frantically in there. That would make her look scared. All right, so this is the kitchen. So that was a circle through the bedrooms. And then, is this a maze? A maze inside one of the smaller houses. That's funny. Banker. Keeping record of all of their doings. Oh, with the torture right below him. He's into that kind of thing. Oh my god. I just find her so irritating. Their speech, I should just turn it off. You know what I mean? I feel bad, but I don't. Alright. She had to learn how to scrap. Oh my gosh! I found a sneaky by accident. And it's dead people. Oh, Dark Mother. Hello. And Lyrinth. Yeah, we know the truth about you, Lyrinth. You're horrible. So that means there could be more sneakies in the house. You cannot be trusted. Although I don't know where you'd put them. They're pretty funny. They really are. I mean, it's just... There. I think we're good. It's just amazing to me you were able to do this with this house. This house doesn't feel this big as you've made it, but it's really cool. What else was I doing? We'll do a velothi reverie, artful-atom. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to index. The more houses I do, the more annoying it is to index, but that's okay. So in case, there's this recipe that you can get in Cyrodiil. It's some sort of tort, the war tort. I got it once, the recipe for it. And I want to tell you how to find it because it's not easy. Any node, any kind of crafting node, what a lovely kitchen. Especially for a friggin' velothi. Any node in the house, any node in the zone can have it. Like, it'll spawn randomly. And where it spawns, you'll never know. You just have to be kind of riding around and find it. But when you see it, yeah. I might have waited until after this was all over with. I'm not sure. Because I got 3 million for it. Back when this wasn't going on. You'll see it. It's glowing bright green. It's hard to miss. It's a bright green, like lime green. Look at the bathroom. Ooh, tub and everything. It's a bright green thing where you would normally have a node, and when you get close to it, it's actually, you'll see it's a book. And it's a pretty big book. Now, what I read, because I was curious about it, they suggested at this one, I actually really like the fridge too, in this one blog that I was reading, the way that they suggested you find it was go to an area with a lot of flat land around it so that you can see pretty far. Turn off your grass in your settings and you may be able to see it from wherever you are. Far off in the distance. I thought those were good advice. Now, there isn't, most people build up here or turn that into a garden. It's gotten to the point where I kind of expect a porch here. But pretty home, Artful. Well, I mean, some people that makes sense. They will sell it, right? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Alright. We'll go to Woody Bee Snug, because why not? And actually, I'll be right back. You two playing? I love you, but you can't come in. You'll eat the other cat. Alright, I'm back. Yes, agreed. So this is Firework. Is the name of this one. Woody Bee. In snugpod. And at first I thought it was a storage house. And then I got a little closer look. What you're looking at is over here, they've put up some sort of boundary fence. You have this guy in a tent, but look at the two bunnies. I think they might be firemen or they're killing each other. I haven't decided. Things were blown up. I don't know if those are trying to fly away or if they just got slung up there. Tithys. What is that? Is that the Firework? Is the Firework spelling out his name? Oh, he caused the fire. And the bunnies are trying to put it out. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at the fire hose. Oh my god, and the fire truck. Okay, I get it. Tith has caused this massive explosion, and the bunnies are trying to fix it. Tells the story all right. Pretty funny. Alright. Let's go to Whoopers from Knurr'kha's Garden, Sleep Creek. Whoopa. Whoopa, whoopa, whoopa. I hope you guys are getting your, I don't know if drops are even on. I should probably check that, huh? I don't see why they wouldn't be. Don't see them. Okay. Oh well. Here we are. Sleep Creek. Knurr'kha's Garden. Whooper XCI. Goodness. Can't even see the real ground. Well, here you can. So here's the moon. What was this called? Lunar altar. I don't know if I would have remembered that. Very Khajiit with the curtains all closed up. Are all Khajiit curtains. What are they doing? There's money here. But what are they doing? Is this a... Huh. I wish I knew the story. There's money everywhere. Maybe the person's just that rich. But they can just leave their money laying around. They're like, I'm rich. Storage. And they closed off the house. Interesting. I'm probably missing something, but that's what we got right now. Lyanna's Sisters of the Sands. Lounge. Look at me getting through all of these. I'm so impressed with myself. Oh, pretty. Oh, wow. Okay, so these are full-size beds, but they pushed them into the wall, and they were able to make them look like couches. Now, Sisters of the Sands not only has 100 slots, but it's a little bigger than the other apartments, I think. And what they've taken full advantage of that by reskinning everything in here, and then they added waterfalls, like vivarium waterfalls over here. And if you look, you can see very edge of a Sijic ball, which gives it the blue sheen. Looks really good. Kind of amazing, the transformation in this house. Beautiful. Jar Pals, the ruins of Lordaeron, also known to some as the Undercity, home of the Banshee Queen. Do you dare to explore her sanctuary, assuming you can find it? Don't dare me on that. You might never see me again. Oh well. Oh well. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. Okay. Here we are. In Shalidor's. Ruins over Lordaeron. Again, base house that I really dislike because it's so spread out all over the place. But, wow. Somebody made great use of it. That is one heck of a castle. So we're inside a fort. Ah! He's gonna eat me. That looks good. The ESG of water, of course, is not real. So they filled their moat with what probably they mean to be acid, I would guess, or poison. Ooh, but Vivek's divination pool. Most people don't use this side of it. All right, see you later, Chinguita. Have a good one. I'm just gonna take my time and get as many done as I can. Don't feel like you're obligated. Oh no, what happened? A mysterious note. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could even do that. Today I learned. I did not know you could put graphics in that, but I guess now I know. Wait, what's back here? Ah! They got me! Luckily, I know how to hit F5 really fast. They trickstered me. There's a boot. A single boot. Alright. We'll go back, but I just wanted to check to see if there's anything up on these battlements. Aside from that bad guy. Oh, look, it's the snot. Alright, let's try a different door that hopefully we won't fling ourselves out of and die. No? No. It's always kind of funny to me that people get mad at me when I can't find their secrets sometimes. And I'm like, well, if I can't find your secret, that doesn't mean that I'm a jerk. It means that it was at least too hard for me. Maybe too hard for others, I don't know. No, not back there. However, it may not be too far off. Gotta fight the snot, maybe, to get through. And just basically just don't get mad at me for it. Because I don't know, I can't help that if I can't figure something out. So I apologize if I don't get your sneaky. Maybe that is it. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe I'm just... Alright. Your pals, let me know where it was, if I was supposed to find the next bit. It looks great. I just don't want to miss it if there was more to it. Alright, Ravenhurst. 83 days. Axle-munshine, Tamriel's largest bookstore. Librairie du Parchem. Oh, let me change my picture. Here, it's just some calm makeup. God, that wind is howling. Oh no! Oh dear. Tamriel's largest bookstore isn't going to be Tamriel's largest bookstore for long. That's funny. You got a good sense of humor, Axel. This is adorable, but funny. I would laugh really loud, but I'm trying to hold back because my sound squeals if I do that. Uh-oh. Does he not realize that these things are on fire? That's funny. Really creative. I wonder if the outside's on fire too. Oh, it is. Look at all that smoke. That's beautifully done, and there's no effects here. One of the new life fires give off a lot of smoke like that. They're excellent if you're trying to create smoke. The new life fires. Those are the ones to go with. They're really big, but they look good. Excellent. Alright. We did a Cyber Queen, so we'll do Quondam Indrelia 9-pence overload. I hope you guys are enjoying the show while killing people in the background. Okay. We've got 9-pence's overload, Quondam Indrelia. I'm a big fan of 9-pence. Overload. Maybe a ship? Some sort of spaceship, perhaps? Oh, look at that. I love the little map in the front. Machinery is so hard. Well, somebody was just asking me for engines, lightning engines. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but in my Discord, if you ask for housing help, if you need ideas, I will give you ideas. So here's my Discord info, and then what I'll do is show you. No problem. Hi, Cinnabon. I'll show you what I mean. Wait, derp. Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp. Okay, so free build ideas. Okay, so here we are. They wanted ideas for engines. And so what I did, and what I will do for you if you ask, is if you need specific ideas for things, ask me in the Ask for Housing Help channel, and I will post examples. This person was looking for engines, so we've got Ukrapala's engine, we've got one from Navinardus, one from Jemima. You just keep, you know, all the engines I had. I didn't have a lot, but I think they should check out this house because this house seems like it's perfect. Check out 9-pence's house on EU Quondam. Hopefully they have an EU character. Alright, back to the tour. Back to the tour. I'm seeing some amazing things these days with lightning because, oh, look at that. That's amazing. Because of the fact that we have lightning rods now. But look at that, using the mirror, the mirror, the nighttime mirror, and probably the storm crag. It's really cool. Look at the beds. What's going on over here? Laundry. Somebody's a slob. Oh wow. I would not have expected people in the portholes, but that's interesting. The books are behind bars. This is some kind of robot breaking through. Or this is the robot that runs the thing? I'm guessing. And it overloaded. This is really cool, 9-pence. Great job on this. You know I love your stuff. Proudspire, no Aptwen, Hotel Peculiar de Solitude. We're gonna try to get a lot done. I haven't been on this long in a while, so I'm gonna get through some EU. Through the EU. Doobie-doo. Alright, Peculiar Hotel, no Aptwen. So they built up right away and reskinned the floors. Look at this table. What did they use? I know it's the 4-poster bed. What did they use in the middle? I don't know. Some other bed rock thing. Ooh! The stand here is one of those void crystals you can't walk a foot without getting in Cold Harbor. Somebody's having some tea. 522 out of 600. Their garden's a little overgrown, but that's okay. That's the look. Connor wants to come in. The problem is that if he comes in, his sister comes in, and then there's fights. Bathroom. No! No! I found the treasure! Oh my goodness. I didn't even mean to. I found the sneaky treasure. Oh. And somebody praying to someone she shouldn't be. Oh. And look at the key. Very nice. This was an excellent sneaky. Real change in tone, too. I like how the colors sort of delineate the change in tone. All right, up. Oh, I like the cactus in a bowl. That looks good. I'm stealing that. And up here, they try to make it out like everything is really chill. Nothing going on in the basement, I swear. If you're ever curious how to do this with your maps, just use one side and sink the rest into the wall. The rest it'll just look like it's a rolled up map. So, cool job. You got me. We'll wait on Lavathi. Greviotus Pariahs. Down in the old town of Satlin stands the tavern Frozen Bottle. Not many visit this tavern, but those who do are said to go inside and disappear. Pariahs. I might be moving my old build back to Pariahs out of Doomchar. I was going to do a snow build, and then I changed my mind, and now I don't want to do a snow build. I want to figure something else out, but I don't know what yet. But they did a town. This is exactly what I was thinking about, but I was going to do it completely different. Mine was going to be just a total diorama. I love you guys, even though I'm really... You're welcome. I'm always here to help. I hope that... I mean, a lot of the stuff I say doesn't really enlighten anyone, but hopefully, eventually, something I say will be helpful. I like the paintings up top. Alright, so... I'm mad that these curtains have no collision anymore. I'm mad that they changed that. That irritated me. Of course, none of this is here. What's really here is all just stone. This is stonework. But they've added so much. And really, it gives you so much freedom in Pariahs because you can build so high up and so low down. It's really like... You have an enormous amount of space to work if you want. And that's probably how they did this. This is probably hanging out in the middle of the air or something, for all I know. It's got this nice little heated area down here, I think. With all the pipes, you know? It could be causing extra heat and thus making things easier to grow. Oh my god, I'm never gonna find everything in this house. It's in the castle. No. Okay, cool. You may want to turn on limited visitor and just leave the doors open that you want people to be able to get through, because it breaks the illusion for me to open those doors, and your illusion is so good. That's what I would do with this particular house. Not in every house. Some houses you need it. But in this house, I would go with the limiter visitor. Yeah, agreed. It is amazing. And the library is amazing, and oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's funny. I know it's something small. I know it's not a big deal. Well, what I do in life isn't really contributing as much as other things would, but my husband and I don't have kids. And we talked about this yesterday. It's so wild that this comes up. We talked about what we contribute to life and to people. This is beautiful. Excellent job, Graviotis. I probably missed something. Tell me if I did, and I will go back. Python 1980, Pantherfang, Palace of Guilds. Because, you know, a lot of people who have kids, that fulfills your purpose right there, you know? Like, having created a new life and raising it and, or adopting a new life and raising it and creating a person is obviously right there. You've got your purpose in life. But people like me who can't have kids, that kind of thing, and didn't adopt because I have my health. I mean, I probably could have had kids, but my health is so poor that it wouldn't have been fair to people. So what I do is I piss off the Pope and just adopt animals. Oh dear, something's going on in here. The Pope recently came down on people like me who all they do is have pets and don't have kids. I have pets. I rescue pets, and that's what I do. And I give them however many years of their life left. I try to make it good. I guess I sort of see that as a partial purpose, but being able to tell you guys things, talk to you, gives me more of a purpose, I think. So this is all library and stuff. You know, you guys are part of my purpose. Hopefully reaching out to you, giving you ideas, giving you confidence in your stuff. Just in a little dose of positivity, maybe? Of community, of not feeling alone. I hope that gets through. The fact that I care, I hope that gets through. And I'd be willing to listen to any of your problems or talk to you or help you out as best I can for whatever I'm able to offer. So I guess in a way my potatoes are part of my purpose. My potatoes. Why is that guy is just hopping oddly? That's cute. Alright, here. We'll go to another mask. Alright. Even just to make you laugh on a bad day. You know, that's my hope. 700 out of 700, no effects. There's a big old wine bottle over here. I know it's not much of a, when you think about it, it's not really much of a purpose as these things go. But it's something. Oh no, it's like a rat's den. All hidden. all hidden down here. Or maybe it's the staff quarters. Wow, they're not given a lot, are they? Smugglers? Smuggling hole? This could be a smuggling hole. Yeah, I'm gonna go with smugglers. And eventually, I would like to provide a book to the world. It may not be a good book, but it'll hopefully be a good book on what I'm trying to write about. Sploosh! Thank you. I hope that's true, because you're all accepted here. And I don't have any stupid rules that should make you guys feel nervous about, like, talking. Because, like, a lot of people are... I've been just... It amazes me how many people on Twitter rather, are really worried about other people coming into their stream and either being more entertaining, more interesting, or taking away viewers by advertising for themselves, or, you know, backseat gaming. And there's so many rules against so many different behaviors, and I just don't have that. I'm like, just don't be a dick. If you want to be backseat gaming, I'd appreciate it. I probably could use the help. And always promote yourself. So it just amazes me. I'm like, what do you think you're losing by other people promoting themselves? Look at all these weapons and armor. That's really smart. It's like a little part of the armory. I'm like, you're not losing anything. Be nice, treasure. I made that statement on Twitter today. I'm wondering if it's going to come back and bite me in the ass, but I'm hoping it's not. Here's the person's... wow, is it just me, or does this place feel really full? They've got that whole extra section for the smugglers, and then over here they have all of this... Okay, so they must have blocked off the upstairs. That would make sense. Because it's... I mean, this is a lot of gallery items. You cannot put up all your items. I've tried. And I haven't even done trials. So I don't have anything from that. Or vet. I have one vet thing. One vet thing I was dragged through. I can't imagine how annoying it is for people to not be able to put everything they have in one home. Doesn't make sense to me. But you can't have a single personal museum. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. So, nicely done. Nice castle. Nice secret in your castle. Alright. We'll go with Valen's Mournoth. Mountainside cottage with view over the Halcyon Lake and with sauna. Halcyon. Fake makeup rules the world. Everybody wants to rule the cat. All right, we are in Mournoth. Mournoth, which is deceptively big. It does not look big, but there's a lot you can do in this small area. I built a town, which blew my mind that I was able to. It was my first town. It's not a good town. But firsts rarely are your best work. You just gotta, everybody's gotta start somewhere. So they built a whole separate house. This is awesome. They're like, screw it. I hate the inside of Mournoth. We're gonna make our own house out of greenhouse. And they did. Of course they had to roof it, otherwise they would have been rained on. Certainly much, oh no, they get rained on. Their carpet's gonna get soggy. And here's the bathroom. Maybe they just head indoors when it starts to rain. I love how I always try to put logic into these things that are probably not at all logical. I'm like, well, maybe they do this when this happens. And it's like, I'm totally making that shit up. Maybe that's not what happens. Oh, they have a little hunting viewing platform. Oh my God. So, one of my distant cousins in Missouri is very country, I'd say. And his grandson, who I guess is also a relative of mine, entered the school contest to make a drop box for Valentine's, and they each had their own. Here's the sauna. Their own drop box, and they all had to decorate them differently. Okay, moonshadow, moonsugar. We did a Fwooper, we did a python, we did an Unktom. Wow. Knurr'kha will do your Matissan. Anyway, so they made these drop boxes. This kid made theirs in camouflage with little trees around the legs of the box, and then like just made it a hunting blind, so it had like little guns sticking out and everything. I was like, oh my God, you're kidding, right? It was funny. That's something. I mean, I live in Wisconsin now, so I really don't have any room to throw rocks, but this is Matissan. What Knurr'kha is doing here is building over Matissan, literally taking us directly to the back so that they don't include the house at all. It's a thing you could do with caves. And then they've made a glow garden. There is a break in the sky, probably to let some light in. I don't know where that goes, but probably back out. And then the second floor is for eating, I guess. Definitely creative. Let's take that exit and see if it takes us somewhere else. I understand the desire for a glow house. I have one myself. And I don't know what I'm going to do with my Matissan one day. Continuation of the garden, of the glow garden. Very nice. You're going to enjoy the new underwater house, Knurr'kha. Erd Pressler's Lucky Cat. They do. But it's just, it was amusing to me that they did a hunting blind. But then again, you know, like around here, the first day of hunting is a holiday in a lot of places, which is kind of amazing. Sorry, I'm tired. But I want to keep going because I would like to get through a set. Aren't they amazing? They're so awesome. I love these people. Housing is pretty addictive if you do get into it. It's one of those things like you have to go into with your eyes open because you might end up like several million less and not even realize it. You can drop money. Knurr'kha? Oh, in the US that would be a silent K. Okay, thank you for telling me that, Masha. I had no idea. I've always called it Knurr'kha because of, in the US, we would not say Knurr'kha. Who knew? Today I learned I was saying his name wrong all along. Thank you for the correction. And apologies to Knopf. Yeah, who knew? Very nice kitchen. Not Knopf. Knopf? Knopf. Like with a hard P? Knopf? What the? That's German? I didn't realize that was German. Do you... Knopf. Cuff. Do you leave the N out? Cuff? Knopf. Knopf. I would have... I thought I was saying the N and maybe I shouldn't because you... Oh my gosh. Oh. Thank you, Taryn. Oh, okay. Okay, so the N should have been there. Okay, Knopf. Got it. Oh, yes. The wealth... what is that one called? Yeah, I used that like 6 years ago and I was at 90 million? Oh, forget about now. Now it would be ridiculous. The amount of money I've spent on things. Stuff and things. It's crazy. This is a cute little room. Nicely done. It's a very cozy place. Well, my name, my last name, which I didn't take my husband's last name. I kept my own because it's awful, but I'm one of the last. This is the version of it now, but it was O with an umlaut originally, but with the umlaut over the O, which I think is Velker, but I'm not sure. Very pretty house. Volker. All right. That was originally how it was spelled. Yeah. It is. I mean, it means like everyman. It's like Joe Schmo, how we would say it. Volker. Volker? I don't know. Anyway, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Lokia's Lakemire. It's from the Black Forest region of Germany originally. Eventually, I was able to trace Bernard. People. That's what I understood. A people. A person of, like just a person. An everyman. Is how I understood it. Schwarzwald. Okay, here we go. Originally from the Black Forest area, but at one point I was able to trace this fellow from leaving the Black Forest area. Why, I don't know. It would be interesting to look into the history of why he left. And he went to a place in Germany called, I'm probably going to say it wrong, Ypres, or Ep. I don't know how to say that. Epe. Which has a sister city in the Netherlands, which is like also called Ep. And it's right close to the border. And when he came to the US, he married a woman from the Netherlands with this last name, which they totally slaughter in the US. You don't even want to know.
Knight with 700 paramours. Oh, Tsar remembers it well.
But yeah. Well, actually, his kids came to the US. He did not. His kids did. He died in Germany, in Ypres. It's like a speck on the map. It's nothing important. It's just a normal little nowheresville town. Nothing special about it except it has a nice cathedral, but don't most of them, you know? So out here we have all of this stuff that's just looks like a fun little area to hang out in. Oh no, Miri's lost again. And then what I understood from a relative who went to Ypres and was researching, what had happened is that the land had been divided up so many times within the family that if you did get part of the farm, you were getting like a postage stamp version size of the farm. It wasn't enough land anymore to really farm on and survive. So one child ends up getting the farm, and the others go find their fortunes, and they went and found their fortunes in the U.S. That is my understanding of why my family left Germany. But I don't know about the others. Yeah. I don't know. And yes, he moved here, the son Anton moved here and had a dairy farm. In Illinois. Yeah. Most people don't know their histories like this. I've been studying mine for 25 years. It's a reskin, obviously, because these floors are not murkmire. But there's enough murkmire in here, I think, that it keeps the feel while being more usable space. I mean, a lot of Americans are into their history, but it's more, they're not into it in the way that I am. Oh, they cut off the basement. That makes some sense. I think I'm less about dates and names and more about the whys people do things. You know, why did they leave? What did they go through? You know, what was their immigration experience like? What did they die of? All that kind of stuff. It's very fascinating to me. All right. Then we have Macy Queen. Did we do that? I think we did. Juice Keys, Madame Sapphires. Welcome to Madame Sapphires, the finest jeweler in Mournhold. After long years learning from the best of the best throughout Cyrodiil and Morrowind, she had settled in the homeland and offers a selection of unique jewelry. Bracelets and rings, necklaces and earrings, Madame Sapphire has it all. And should you want it enchanted, that is easily sorted by Madame Sapphire's own enchanter. Be the center of attention with one of Madame Sapphire's show-stopping pieces today. Yeah, nobody was rich in my family. Well, I mean, it's like the U.S., you know, in the South, had slavery. None of my ancestors ever had slaves. None of my ancestors were in the South. Here's Madame Sapphires. But that is something that is really hard for people to reckon with, you know, especially if they have people who fought for the South in the Civil War, which essentially was like fighting for slavery. But look at these jewelry pieces with the big stones. How great is that? You can make these with cups and plates. So we have a lot of that problem in the U.S. is, you know, how do you reckon with being proud of your heritage at the same time as knowing that your heritage did horrible things? Oh, enchanted rings. How smart, Juski. Putting the light underneath so they look enchanted. Very smart. And then they have things ready to purchase, so jewelry boxes and... Oh, wow. That looks great. Well, I don't have to because my family was, as you heard, one was a farmer who came. He was not old enough to be. No, he came in after the Civil War. The other side was Italian, and they didn't even come over until like 1901, 1910. Like in there. There was never any chance for them to. They were all in the north, and they were all immigrants who were poor. At least the Italians were poorly treated. Read a threatening letter. Esteemed Madam Sapphire, perhaps you are used to things being different in the Empire since you failed so utterly to grasp the politics of Morrowind. Here is some friendly advice from an interested party. Some people may think you generous for employing former House Drez property to work your little shop and guard your caravan, but you are doing the lizards no favors letting them play with swords or runes. When this Ebonheart Pact inevitably fails, they will be returned to their proper masters, and you will be out of an enchanter, and perhaps more pressing, a bodyguard. You may think being a retainer to the House Halalu will grant you some safety, but this is not the case. Sincerely a friend. Reply to a drafting. Yeah, we had, my ancestors were Sicilian, all of them from the south of Italy. My grandmother, who was German, actually referred to them as Ns. I'm not going to use the word. Because to her, it was the N-word. She was horrified that my dad married an Italian, a Sicilian no less. First draft of a reply to a threatening letter. To whomever it concern, eat my entire... My Italian side suffered greatly. They went through some hard times. This is great. Ship manifest. Madam Sapphire, enclosed you'll find the following. 14 ingots of silver, 5 ingots of gold, 20 ingots of pewter, 3 flawless sapphires, 2 flawless rubies. We look forward to your continued patronage. Trader Lixalsi. So she's one of the, what are they called? Saxilil that they're dealing with. You know, and to be honest, my family was from Sicily, and yes, I mean, Africa's very close to Sicily. Look at the pewter, that's supposed to be pewter. Look at how they're using those pans as pewter, that's great. So, I'm sure. Exactly. We're a bunch of idiots. Always were, always will be. Lovely, Juski. Fantastic job. Offshade, Jodes. Welcome to a traditional elsewhere residence with everything for your Khajiit life. Lots of little things to discover, cat lick and meditation, lights to chase, and a cat boat for your moon tour. It's, you know, nothing makes you feel better about yourself than looking down on other people, right? The Germans didn't have it bad until the war, the First World War. Before that, they were considered hard workers, and there wasn't much prejudice against them as compared to, say, the Irish, who were treated like shit. Yeah. Here's Jodes. We've got a little crafting and area up front. The Germans generally until First World War. And then once the First World War, they were considered spies and, you know, traitors and whatnot. And people would ban their language or report them to the government or just lots of shit. There was hatred towards people because, of course, there was. Where'd you go, Dargon? But the Italians always had it bad. And so did the Irish. The Irish always had it bad. And I've read so many histories that show, you know, as bad as the Irish had it, you know, they weren't the bottom of the barrel in terms of who got it worse. You know, Native Americans got it worse, and then of course black people got it worst of the worst. It was awful. And you know, it's so funny how people talk about, this is gorgeous by the way, the good old days, when I'm like, depending on who you were, there were no good old days. If you were a white man, yeah, I know, not me. I don't have any. I'm Italian, German, and maybe a little bit Netherlander, but nothing else. Little French, because of the border of Alsace-Lorraine, going back and forth. Very pretty decorations. But yeah, I mean, if you were a white landowning male, sure, those were the good old days. But anybody else, I mean, depending on the time you're talking about, couldn't vote, couldn't own land. I mean, women couldn't have credit cards in their own name if they were married until 1974, I think it was. Somewhere around there. Couldn't have your own credit card. In the 70s. The world is a strange place. America is a very strange place. Now, this isn't to say that I'm not proud of my country, but if I was... no, that's the wrong word. I'm not proud of my country. Certainly not anymore. Love my country, yes. Proud of it, not so much. That looks great. And I think if I didn't love it, I wouldn't care about seeing it improve. But I do want to see it improve. And the only way to do that is to move forward and stop pulling the past forward. The past behaviors. We need to know what the past is, but we need to stop acting like it. Dead cat. Why do nobody put anything in the dead cat for me? I has opinions. I don't often get to talk about them though. My husband and I are both very liberal. My parents are liberal. And I try very hard to not discuss politics with someone who isn't, because it's very unpleasant these days. But I believe it, yeah. I think they did too. They certainly owned their own farms, which they couldn't do in Germany. My Italian ancestors initially came to the US to mine. They were iron miners back in Sicily. And it was getting really hard to get a job, even in iron. And the US has West Virginia, which was just really desperately needed more miners. So they would, when you got off the boat in the US, they'd give you a pamphlet in Italian that tried to convince you to come and work for these companies down in West Virginia. And that's what happened to my ancestors well, one of my ancestors. He ended up dying 3 months off the boat. That's how long he lasted. Hold on. It's actually kind of sad. This is a painting from my family where, oops, that's him, because they didn't have a wedding picture. That was his wife. This was done in the 1930s. What they used to do is paint over pictures. They didn't have a wedding picture, so she wanted something, and they made that. It's so sad. And then, so he was the guy who came to the US. Hold on. And he died of pneumonia within 3 months. Here, this is him. Bruno Arena. Died in 3 months, buried in West Virginia. His family, back in Italy, didn't find out for 6 years what happened to him. And then, This is his son. He's my great-great-grandfather, Bruno, also Bruno Jr. He came to the U.S. on his own at age 14 and got a job selling junk, literally. And then eventually he got a job as living in a tenement, making pieces, you know, like piecing sewing. And I still have all of his lace that he kept from things he had to take apart, and all of his buttons. I made a purse out of all of his buttons. And that's how he made his living. And that's who I'm descended from. So my family did not own slaves. Far from it. Poor in Italy and poor here. Gorgeous. Sad, but it's true. It was a hard life. A lot of people had it very hard here. Pixie, baths and spas, hundings. It is very sad. But a lot of immigrants, we don't know it, but a lot of immigrants had that experience. And I don't think that people know that about their families. And I wonder if they did know that, would it matter to them? Would they care? I hope they would. To know what sacrifices and stuff their families went through. Not just sacrifices, but suffering. People suffer. It's hard. Oh wow, look at that fishy tank. So we're in a spa. Oh, pretty. This must be a Zen room. Gorgeous. But, on the other hand, that man now has a granddaughter who's a child psychologist, which was my aunt, and a great-granddaughter who's a lawyer, which was me. He never got to meet me. Actually, I don't think my aunt even remembers him. He died in the 60s and she was pretty young. Beautiful room. I like using this murkmire floors as reeds. They look very good. He managed to make life better for his descendants. Here's the sauna part. I bet you it was. Now, I know what my French ancestors left. I say French, but they were really on the border. The Germans were kind of on the border of Alsace-Lorraine. But they were technically French, and the last name was French. And one of my ancestors, the one who came to the U.S., actually fought for Napoleon. He was on the wrong side of the Waterloo. And after the whole thing went down with Napoleon, a lot of the people who fought for him were ostracized and treated as traitors, and so he had to leave. And so they came here. But yeah, he was part of Napoleon's army in Waterloo, which is amazing. They're cooking up here, cooking with fire. This is my favorite part of the house. This is where I would build if I were to rebuild this house. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I'll be green. Maybe that'll help. Pretty. I don't think there's anything down, but we'll double check. Hi, Totes. I hear I'm lagging. I apologize if you don't get to hear me say hello. So this is a lovely little spa. Oh, what's over here? Oh, you can sunbathe. No, they weren't. We also enslaved Native Americans and plenty of other people too. But the vast majority were African Americans, unfortunately. They really suffered. But it's true, we did awful things. The nation did awful things. And so did other nations, but that doesn't make this okay. You know what I mean? It's awful. All the way around, it's awful. Humble Mud, Encyclopedique. Ruins Medievals. A realistic medieval castle ruin in a 200 slot house. Check it out. But yeah, no, my ancestors, as far back as I can trace, were always poor. They were the Italians were sharecroppers in Sicily before they left. Sharecroppers and iron miners. That's cool. Courtyard. And the Germans we already talked about. They were farmers who didn't have enough land. So this is the ruined entrance of a castle made out of humble mud. Isn't this crazy? Encyclopedique has made some amazing house here. Okay, sorry. Is it lagging or is it choking? Like, is it stuttering? Or just really behind? Excellentica, Daedric Shrine, Hammerdeath. Oh God, some countries are just... There's horrific and then there's horrific. But, you know, there's some of that here too. I mean, you can find that kind of stuff anywhere, but yes, you're right. It was horrific. So this is a Daedric Shrine. Somebody has a ghost on a stick. On a stick! Very cute. I think the ghost is my favorite part. Not much you can do with a hammer death, but I like it. No, of course not. I was saying it was bad elsewhere, but also here, yeah. Scat the Towns and Village. A holiday always starts at the train station. An old-fashioned English train station is a good place to do that. All Lunar Champion. Scahat Train? I can't pronounce it. No, but I think in the US it's the one that matters. In terms of, you know, today. Because we're still dealing with the after effects, you know? So of course we're not the only country that ever did it. But that does matter. See, I think Mosh is right. I think we were like, okay, that's in the past, but we didn't really try to fix the problems it caused. Look at this train station. Wow. And then trash in there and everything. Look at the cute little cafe. Waiting room. Oh, is this a ticket taker? Ticket taker is Phaedra. All right, well, that's something she can handle. She can't handle much more. Bathroom. Very cute. Here's all the luggage on the luggage.